welcome to another edition of Lab Rats. My name's Andy Walker.
I'm Sean Carruthers.
And today on the show, we're not in our usual haunt, not in our usual studio in Toronto. Where are we, Sean?
We're in Vegas, I think.
Fabulous Las Vegas here at the Consumer Electronics Show 2010. Every year, of course, we come down here and we see the best gadgets. This year's been some amazing trends. 3D TV, tablets, right?
Yeah, we've been talking about tablets everyone wants to know about the Apple tablet, but they're announcing them here.
Right, exactly. So lots of amazing trends, and what we've decided to do for this episode is to take the best of the stuff that we've seen and show you exactly what the gadgets that we think are going to make you excited this year in 2010.
Yeah, and you might actually see a few pieces throughout our coverage of this from the honorary third lab rat, Andrew Moore-Crispin, who is out on the show floor with us this year.
As you know, we joined the Butterscotch.com network in the last year or so, and we're down here shooting episodes of a show we call At. So we've taken the best of the At, so some stuff from Andrew, some stuff from Sean, some stuff from me, and we've packaged it all up. So let's take a break with a message from our sponsor, and when we come back, the best of CES 2010. Well, if you're interested in creating your own content, you're a blogger, you love to post to YouTube, you're probably going to be looking at one of these handheld, portable HD cameras, and Sony, of course, has a premium one. It doesn't surprise me. I'm here with Amy. This is called the Bloggy.
Yes.
So tell me a bit about it.
Well, the Bloggy is, just like you said, perfect for people who want to upload content to the web. It shoots high-definition video at 1920 by 1080 at 30p.
Wow, so it's actually real HD as opposed to pretend HP.
If you want 720, you get that as well at
Sure.
either 30p or 60p, so great for fast action.
Wow, great.
And it'll do VGA too, if you need that.
Very good.
Also captures 5-megapixel stills, native 5-megapixel, so you can get great quality prints out of it as well. It's super simple to use. You just rotate the lens to turn it on.
Okay, got it.
And that gets you going and active.
Yeah.
And this is great for shooting other people, but if you're a blogger, you might want your face in there so people know who you are.
It has a self-shooting feature?
Self-shooting feature.
Hey, look at that. That's Peter, our camera guy right there. Hello, Peter.
So it gives you a little bit of flexibility for your everyday shooting situations.
Yeah.
Once you've captured your content, you probably want to get it over to your computer.
Sure.
So we have built in now a USB connection that just slides right out of the bottom of the camera.
Very good, yeah.
As well as PC and Mac compatible software for super easy upload.
Okay, good.
And the nice part is the software is resident on the camera, so if I borrow your computer, I don't have to put software on to be able to upload.
You plug it in, you drag the content off, is that right?
Yep, it'll actually prompt you to sites like YouTube and, click here, upload your content, and it goes.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's very, very simple.
Fantastic. Now it has an interesting lens replacement, I guess it's an accessory, is it?
Mm-hmm. We sell the camera by itself for just $169, which is a pretty great deal as it is.
Yeah.
But if you want a little bit more, we do sell a kit version, which comes with a 4GB memory stick.
Yeah.
But more cool than that, it also comes with a nifty little 360-degree lens. And all I do is snap that lens onto the top of the camera.
Right.
And essentially now I'm shooting video donuts, as we've been calling them.
Video donuts.
So this is how your video is actually going to come out. It's going to look like a big old video donut on the camera.
Turn it around.
And the software then will actually convert and unroll that video file into a full 360-degree panoramic piece of video.
No kidding. Wow, that's great. I guess, I bet you real estate agents are going to love this kind of thing, right?
It's an awesome, even here at the show. You try to convey what's going on with a little piece of video that's only pointing in one direction.
Right.
Well, that doesn't show the scale of everybody running around and just the craziness and madness that you find here at CES.
So $169 for this.
$189 if you add on the lens and the memory stick.
And how much memory? So you said 4 GB memory stick?
Actually, it'll take memory stick or SD media up to 32 gig.
Right.
There is a minimum of about 12 meg included, so enough to get you started.
Right.
But you have the ability with one card slot on here to pop in either SD or memory stick media, whichever you have on hand.
Wow, Sony's not proprietary anymore. That's fantastic.
We give you choices.
We like to see that. That's good. Now there is another model. Let's have a look at this. This is has its own optical zoom, I guess.
Correct. The big step up here, aside from just form factor, is going to be that here we get a 5x optical zoom, and I also get an HDMI output. So if I'm going to be hooking it up to my TV more often, this is a great solution. if I'm going to be further away, I'm doing maybe sports or a lot of distance work, the 5x optical zoom will make a big difference.
So would you kind of characterize this as sort of a bit of an upgrade to the initial one?
Different type of customer.
Yeah,
you
like
know,
who?
this is more like a family type product, or
Yeah.
maybe production video for a business, something like that. Whereas this is definitely more of a younger, hipper kind of customer.
Yeah.
This one comes in 4 different colors.
Right.
The aqua eggplant color that I'm seeing here, white and pink.
Very good. Okay, cool. Where can we find out more information?
You can find out more information online at sonystyle.com. They are available now and in stores immediately.
Internationally?
Internationally,
Or
there
US
may be a little more of a delay, but in the US they
The
are
US
shipping
today,
now, yes.
Right. We'll get there later
Rest
on.
of the world coming soon.
There you go. That's the Vloggy from Sony, your own personal high HD video camera recorder.
We talked to Arth from MiniWiz last year at the show, and he showed us a few different charging solutions for your gadgets, including solar and wind power. And we've got an update to one that we saw last year.
Yeah.
So this is a little solar and
Wind
wind charger built into one. So tell me, what is this product called? And
This
give
is
me the dates.
the new variants from Hybrid Mini. High Mini Bits. This is called High Mini Biscuit. It's basically a much smaller version of High Mini. It charges 2 AA rechargeable battery. You can use wind and solar at the same time, so you can prop it on the table, and so you can take the wind at the same time. You can have a perfect angle for the sun, and all that can be discharged using a USB onto any iPhones, iPods, MP3 players, and etc.
Okay, so power comes in either via solar
yeah.
or via the wind, goes into these batteries,
Store into the batteries,
which you can remove and use elsewhere
Yeah,
if you like.
exactly.
Or pull it out
Exactly.
via your iPhone charger
yeah,
cable.
exactly.
Okay, so basically, like so. And right now there's no mount for it, but I'm sure enterprising
Yes.
hackers could figure out a way to put it on their bicycle.
So yeah, we are actually building a new mount that actually mount onto the bicycle, so you can use wind and solar at the same time while you're riding a bike.
There you go, perfect.
Yeah.
So now you may be wondering why we are standing behind this bicycle, and I understand this is not just for show. It is actually one of your new products as
Yes. We are working with this company, a very premium foldable bicycle manufacturer called Daihong. So we're working with a brand called Biologic to come up with a power charging solution. So you're using a 2.5 watt dynamo charger, and taking that to go through a converter, and then pulling that into a 1600 milliamps waterproof battery pack.
Okay, so there's your battery pack.
Yeah, okay, so this battery pack basically have a couple of features built into it. One, you can reduce the resistance by completely cutting out the resistance of a bike while you're riding. Second, you have a power indicator, double as a bicycle lights. So 3 of them, that means 80% full.
Right.
And then you can actually goes down. And it also has a discharge mount. One of a cool feature about this this bike is that it also has these waterproof hole that you can put USB through it, and then you can safely charge anything in the rain.
All right, so you can just slide it through those
so you
little
slide
slots.
through, it becomes a pacifier.
All right.
Kind of suction into it.
Okay, so you cycle along,
Yeah.
generate power, and then charge up your iPhone. Now, this is not just a bicycle with a charger. It's got a few other little
Yes.
wingdings built in as well,
Yeah.
including a place to store your iPhone.
So
it looks like.
Biologic we also built this waterproof iPhone case. Allow you to use a touchscreen also still. And you can also tilt it over for the GPS functions.
Right, and can you actually charge through to
Yes,
this?
of course.
Right.
So everything is integrated and charging through that.
Okay.
And this bike recently just won the IF award for its design, and it's very light. It's an urban bike.
Okay.
It can be folded very quickly. It has a very It has a new feature that does this. So you can
Change your handlebars.
rotate the
location.
handlebar very quickly,
And
you
then
can
clamp it back down.
You can clamp it back down.
All right, and it'll come down as
Yes,
well.
it come down. Let me show you.
Okay, so that folds down.
It folds all the way back.
Okay, and then it folds
It
up on the
folds-
side too. So
folds up on
basically,
the side.
for another little green angle here, you can actually, instead of driving a car around in a city, you're going to basically pack this away and bring it with you.
And then this bike also has a very interesting framing system. It has a hydrofoam frame, so it has this very dynamic look. It also has a integrated bike pump.
Oh, I like that.
So, yeah. Here's a Then you also attach the wheel. So
that goes out there.
This is a James Bond bike for the green geezers, I guess.
There we go.
Like me.
All right, now the other thing that you showed off, and we'll just flip this around so you can see a bit closer, is it also has a few enclosures here, so it keeps the chain hidden.
It has a cover for the chain, so keep all the dirt out. So it also has an internal gear hub.
Okay.
So you can pretty much travel in style without all that dirty bicycle grease.
So there you go. So an eco-friendly bike, about $1,500, and you know, all the power that you need in one, and take it with you wherever you go.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Arthur.
It was nice meeting you again.
Andrew Moore-Crispin here at Digital Experience, checking out the Sony Ericsson Pureness. That's a pretty sweet piece of technology. So this is a premium phone. So here with Stephen from Sony Ericsson, who's going to tell us a little bit about this guy. What is this?
Well, it's a limited availability product. Actually, you can only get it right now at Saks Fifth Avenue.
Oh wow!
.com online.
Okay.
Yeah, and for the Sony VIP shopping services online as well.
Okay.
It's for somebody that's looking for an elegant product that has a certain unique design element to it.
It definitely does. This is the kind of thing that you kind of pull it out and start, texting someone or making a phone call. And I mean, the first thing I said was like, what is that? That's super cool.
Yep. Well, you have a transparent display there.
Yeah.
Right now, you can see there's an analog clock there. But if I press the menu key, you can see we can access our menus there as well.
So we can do all the standard mobile phone stuff.
Pretty standard, I think, is the operable word, because you're not going to find everything that's in a smartphone, for example. It's really talk, text, and time.
Right.
And a few other features there, like it has a built-in FM radio if you're using a wired hands-free, things like that.
Right.
But really, the point of this is just a very eye-catching, unique design.
I really do like this, because all too often when you're offering like a premium kind of higher-end phone, something that's fashionable, is making a statement, they put like rhinestones on it and they make it gold and it's super.
This is elegant.
Yeah, this is the kind of thing.
More of a minimalist perspective, saying it kind of speaks for itself.
Absolutely.
You like a frosted glass kind of etching around the edge here.
It's pretty. It sure is pretty.
And the keypad actually disappears when the light goes out.
Yeah, we saw that. It's super cool. I really like that one. Now, one other phone that you guys are showing off at the show today is the Sony Ericsson Xperia X10. Now, you can hold this, because I know I might get like run over by bouncers or something if I hold
it. Or walk away with it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know that would be bad. So this is Sony Ericsson's first ever Android phone, running Android 1.6, which is the stable kernel for the experience. So tell us a little bit about this, Sony Ericsson's first ever Android phone.
Well, we take the Android experience, and that's all there beneath the curtain there. It's very easily accessible.
Right.
But on top of that, we put a presentation layer of some signature applications from Sony Ericsson. The first one is called Timescape.
Okay.
And what Timescape does is aggregate all these events that are happening on the phone into a deck of cards format.
Okay.
With the most recent card being on top.
Okay.
So I can scroll up and down through all those cards, and this view right now, the default view on the standby screen, is all the events.
Okay.
So I can go up and down and go, oh, there's Twitter, there's Facebook, there's my messaging, there's photos I've taken, there's songs I've played, etc.
So like an intuitive way to get access to our content.
Missed calls, etc.
Now this also hits on the Twitter, Facebook, email, SMS. So anyone with a phone has probably dealt with information overload. This is kind of a very simple way of getting all the content. Let's say my producer Matt Harris, I want to hear everything that he's saying about our trip here to CES. Yeah. He's talking about the flight in. He's talking about it on Facebook. He mentioned it on Twitter. He sent me an SMS saying, hey, meet me at the airport. Where are you? Email, all that stuff. I'm seeing it all in one place, and it's all super easy to manage.
Yeah, and what you can do is, you've got this aggravated view here. Aggregated, not aggravated.
That's a much better kind of view.
If you want to, though, you can filter. You can do a side swipe and go, okay, now I just want Facebook, for example, or I just want Twitter, or I just want the MMS messages.
Right.
And I can also filter by person. If that person I've saved as a contact, I can press what's called the infinite button on a particular card, and that will show me all the different ways that I have of accessing that person, reading their Twitter, their Facebook. Right. So filtering now by that particular person, but all ways that I have
So then your
of them.
address book becomes much more, you can get all the aggregate information about someone.
Yeah, and you just go up and down, left or right. Which view do you want? which window through all these different methods.
So when are we going to be able to see this in stores, and do we have a price point?
Well, right now in Canada, it's been arranged. It's going to be there in Q2.
Okay.
In the U.S., we haven't announced it yet with a carrier,
okay.
but we can be pretty optimistic of that being in the U.S.
And do we have a price yet?
Price, I can't give you a specific price, but it is a premium device,
and
so it's going to be in the higher end.
And it always varies with carriers anyway. They want to offer 3-year plans and all that stuff.
Yep.
So where can people get information on this, the Xperia X10, and the Purist that we looked at as well?
SonyEricsson.com.
That sounds like the most logical place to go find information. Stephen, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Have you ever left the restaurant without your cell phone? Have you ever left it in the car? Well, hey, Henry's here with Zom that has a new, I guess it's called an electronic leash for your cell phone, right?
Right, it's the world's first wireless leash for mobile phones.
So explain how this works.
Well, whenever you get your Zom, you press the button for 3 seconds, pair it to your cell phone,
right,
and then whenever you walk away from your cell phone within 30 feet, it'll sound an alarm to notify you that you've left your cell phone, so you never have to forget or leave your cell phone behind again.
And I got to tell you, I do this all the time. So this is a genius product. Now, it's not the only product, right? Not the only feature of this, right?
Correct. 2 more features. The second feature is call notification.
Right.
So if you're traveling down the road, say if you're a woman, you've got your phone in your purse, or you're a guy, you've got your phone stashed away in your pocket, you get a phone call, lights come on, vibration comes on, and an alarm actually comes on, notifying you have a call.
So it's not going to be muffled in your pocket. This says, hey, this is on your keychain, I guess, right?
Exactly. 1 button press in the middle, and it becomes a fully functioning speakerphone.
That's awesome.
Microphone, speakerphone, and you're talking just like I'm talking to you.
I have never seen one of these before. Like, when did you guys come up with this concept?
Yeah, we came up with it about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
My wife and I, she had an idea. She got calls from her friends saying that they were always losing their mobile phones, leaving them behind.
Right.
So she said, well, why can't we tune in something with Bluetooth, use Bluetooth, so that people don't have this problem anymore?
I knew there was a wife in there somewhere. This is practical.
So the name comes from Zachary Olivia Madison's mother. Our 3 kids,
right.
ZOMM, Zom.com.
I love it.
So yeah.
When are we going to see this on retail shelves, and how much?
This summer, we're shooting for a price around $79, but we're not locked in on that yet.
Right, yeah.
Should see it this summer. We're very, very excited.
Very good, Henry. Nice to meet you. Summer 2010, wireless leash for your cell phone using Bluetooth.
So I'm with Vicky from Pure, and she's going to show us something. Now, you've heard of internet radio, you've heard of regular radio. Well, how about social media with your radio? Would you like a bit of that? Vicky, tell us how that works with this.
Okay, this is the Pure Sensia, which we're really billing as radio for the Facebook generation. It offers you internet radio with thousands of podcasts and internet stations from around the world. You can also get applications on there like Facebook, Twitter, and weather. There's also media streaming, so you can wirelessly stream music from your home computer. And there's also FM on there.
Yeah, which is why we have a nice antenna on the back here. This is not for the Wi-Fi. So how does this work? Now we have a nice display here. How do we actually get into this and start working with it?
So this is a full VGA high resolution color touchscreen, and it's the only internet radio on the market that has a color touchscreen like this. It's capacitive like an iPod mobile phone. So we have all these different sources. The lounge is the internet radio. We have our own portal, which is at thelounge.com. So you can actually connect your radio to the lounge and interact with it. You can go on the website and save your favorites on there, and then it automatically syncs with the radio. You've got your media player, your media streaming, FM, and you can also plug your iPod into the aux input. And then you have apps on it, like I was saying, the weather, and then you swipe down to get to Twitter, and then also to...
Okay, so it looks like it's not set up right now, but you would just put in your username and password and start pulling?
Yeah, exactly. You have to put in your username and password. It's very easy. The same with Facebook. You activate your username, and you get your status updates on there. That's brand new, just come out last month. Sensia will be available in the US at $349 and should be available from around Easter. It's available in 4 different colors, black, white, yellow and red.
With matching remotes?
Yeah,
too?
matching remotes, and it has a lovely tilt stand, so you can tilt the radio to get the optimum viewing angle. You can go full screen as well, and there's different ways of viewing what you're looking at. For example, and you can go back. So it's really whatever you want. in whichever way you want it.
There you go. Internet radio with a nice interface, a nice twist.
Yes.
This is the future. This is Star Trek, right here.
Well, how was that? CES 2010.
It's cool. I
It's
liked it.
exciting. I'm a little bit overhyped and overstimulated, and I haven't taken my Ritalin in a couple of days. I left it in my luggage at home.
That's been the problem.
I know, exactly. So that's our coverage of CES 2010. Coming up next week, the weirdest of CES 2010. So stay tuned for that. And of course, if you want to catch more CES coverage, God, do we have a whole lot. There's probably more than 100 episodes of AT, we hope. And what else? What else? On deck, Matt Harris's fabulous behind-the-scenes show. If you want to see some crazy stuff, what's going on here, when cameras aren't really rolling, you can check that out. What else?
Well, it's rolling when we shoot on deck, anyways.
I know, but such an idiot. Anyway, so check out butterscotch.com. Ignore him completely. And if you want to send us feedback about this episode, or you want to suggest a future episode, email.
I want something that's really, really cool and really, really cheap and not available until 2012 at labrats.tv.
Yeah, or more simply,
feedback at labrats.tv.
All right, well, thanks for tuning in this week. You know, it would be foolish for us to be here in Las Vegas if you guys weren't at home watching.
It's never foolish to be in Las Vegas.
My name's Andy Walker.
I'm Sean Carruthers.
And we'll see you next time.
Are you ready?
Let's try to scan quickly. Bank it up. Is that toothpaste?
Probably.
Or is that lunch?
No, it's a beverage last night.
4.